live.
Welcome all. Tonight on SRW TV, we're back on the dirt at Limerland. One of the most notorious tracks in this calendar, I'd say, with the way this wears out. You got the high line and the low line, but it's going to be fun. So welcome all to round 3 of the DSL Welding Services Sprint Cars. The stream is proudly brought to you by Pagnum Imports Advanced Simulations. Tonight, you've got myself, Stefan McCartan, on comms, and the man himself, Chef Toddy, on producing and comms as well. Welcome, Toddy.
Oh, thanks, bro. How are you, man? This should be fun tonight. We've seen some absolute mayhem the last 2 weeks, haven't we? So, up to week 3, it's going to be insane.
Oh, absolutely. This is actually probably my favourite track in the calendar. It is a free content track within iRacing, so these guys will definitely have a lot of usage with the amount of series this is running officially. But the way this track wears, I think we're going to see a lot of people in the fence as we see Plater there going high line later in the night when that's all the cars will be doing. I think we might see some barrel rolls.
Oh yeah,
like
I think we do. We will. And that fence doesn't look anywhere near sufficient enough to hold a car going that much horsepower flipping into it either. So we might see some super carnage tonight.
I reckon. And also when you've got the guys down the low line, if they check up too much, you might even see some wheel stands as well. So it's going to be an interesting night, I reckon.
It's interesting that we've actually got walls on this track, not like last week. Last week there was no walls on the track, so we saw a few people just slide off the side of the track and into the trees, didn't we? So that was fun.
Off to Narnia.
Yeah, off to Narnia. Just through it coming. Oh, insane. Oh, bit of a turnaround from Jake Edwards.
Getting a bit too much throttle there and not enough steering angle. So that's easy to do at this track. And there's definitely, with the 2 different degrees of banking this track has, it's going to be interesting. You've got the low line, which is really quick in the early days, but as that track wears out and it becomes slick, everyone's going to be, I reckon, riding that wall, and especially come the A main with the amount of laps we're doing.
Oh yeah.
I think it's going to be interesting to see if anyone's going to try and run that low line with this fixed setup. It's obviously might be a bit difficult. The track is depending on what the setups sort of made into, because it could be designed for a slick track or it could be designed for a tacky track. So
I see.
a lot of factors.
Yeah, because it looks quite shiny down that bottom, that inside of the inside line, doesn't it? But Lob seems like he's nailing it right now. But maybe I'll pull up see what the temperature is and stuff today. So track temperature is 31 degrees actually. It's not just, it's not cool, is it?
No, it's pretty decent, and with the clay surface as well, obviously as that wears down, clay, if anyone has ever used clay for anything, is it's when it gets shiny it becomes very slippery. So looking after that right rear is going to be a big issue for these guys tonight, I reckon. But it should be good. We've got 23 cars in at the moment, so I'd probably expect that to be 4 mains to 6, top 3 go through to your A main feature straight away, and the rest will be going to your Constellation B main to try and get those last sort of 4 grid spots as well. So yeah, I think it's going to be quite good. Times are pretty close up the top there. The only person in the 10 so far is Braden Miller with a 10.95, and so it looks like he might be one to watch tonight, just going off these cracky times.
Wow, that's quick. That's insane for a lap, especially when we're used to these other series and stuff like that. It's normally averaging about that minute and a half a lap, or 2 minutes, or 2 minutes 10, not 10 seconds. Under 11 seconds. That's Usain Bolt 100 meters times, isn't it?
Yeah, not wrong. Yeah, as you say, like I think it was 2 weeks ago we were at Spa with the Radicals, and they were doing 2-minute 15 lap times off the top of my head, and now we're doing 11 seconds.
Massive contrast.
You blink and you miss half the race with these things. So it's going to be fast, fun, action-packed night, I reckon. And I think we're in for a treat, guys.
Most definitely.
Don't forget as well that if you want to watch and you like what you're watching, subscribe to SRW TV on YouTube. You also can hit that notification bell, and every time we go live, 5 nights a week, you'll see what we're doing. And obviously got multiple series, double header tomorrow night, so I think that's going to be a good one as well.
Yes, definitely. And we've got some, so our stream sponsor tonight is Pagnum Imports, or Pagnum Advanced Simulations. Big shout out for the safety promo department as well. And DSL Welding Service, our major sponsor for the Sprintcar series, the 360 Sprintcar series. So thank you very much to them too.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't do it without sponsors, regardless of whether it's streaming or physically racing. Big help from them. So obviously, thank you to them, and we'll look forward as we get into qualifying here in about another minute's time, and see who we can see if Braden can get that pole position as well, because there's a lot of quick guys here.
Oh,
Some
yeah,
of these
most
guys
definitely.
apparently race these cars in real life. So lucky
Yep.
them.
Yeah. Imagine
Wish I
that.
could say the same.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Maybe if we'd be nice enough to them, if we're in their said country or said city, they might give us a hoon one day, you know?
Oh,
Hint,
maybe
hint, nudge,
most
nudge, just guys out there, you know?
Wink, wink.
Yeah, yeah. We'll be
But,
there with bells on pretty quickly, just saying.
Yeah, just looking at the times as well in in practice here, between P1 and P22 is less than a second. So
Wow.
if you put
That's
say
crazy.
18 of these guys on the track at once, it's gonna be chaos, I reckon.
That is insane. Have a look at our grid, see if it'll bring our grid up. Come on, SDK. SDK has a bit of a conniption sometimes, guys, because there is so many people in our lobbies, which is a good problem to have, I believe.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting, I reckon. This track opens a lot for slide jobs with the different tier of the banking, so you could have someone enter low, and then the top lane's gonna have to cut down and try and do the undercross or crisscross. So it's gonna be interesting on that factor, because if you got cars that are low again, hovering low, and that top car's gonna have nowhere to go. So that we could also see some crashes in that retrospect as well. But these guys are just about to start rolling up for quali. They got 3 minutes. It's 2 laps. Close quali, so they'll be able to set their fastest lap times. The track has evolved to 10% track state, so it's got a lot of grip. So I think we may even see some times down in the low 10s.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Low 10s. Wow, you don't reckon they'll break the 10 second gap mark, or it's just
Looking
not
at
possible?
the practice times, I don't think so. I think the fastest I've ever done is just under 10, but that was in the 410 sprint car, which obviously has a lot more power than this.
Yeah, true.
So, yeah, initial times from Braden Miller first final lap is an 11.3, so I think we might see some 10s. Got 3/1000 separating the top guys. Matty Jones has just gone pole with 11.2. Braden Miller's just on a second lap at 11.129. There's a change in
Sean Stevens has just gone faster than him. Sorry to cut in. Sorry.
Oh, you're right. Sean's just out of the 10 mark. Now, we saw Braden Miller do 10.9, but he's obviously gone a couple tenths slower, so maybe the setup is designed for that slicker track, looking at these lap times with everyone in the 11s.
Most definitely. Sorry, just trying to fiddle with some cameras here, just see if we can get the right ones, because it is such a short qualifying. It's a bit hard to... Here we go. This is nice. Chopper's a good one.
As you can see, that going in high, hitting almost, you probably want to be slightly lower than that exiting turn 2 there, and if you can hold it midline, yes, Glenn McLeod's is just not quite getting the drive out of the corners. He's just sliding a little bit too much mid-corner and drifting a little bit high. There we go. Nice rotation there. You really want to sling these cars around and sort of just hold on to them, and because obviously being the tighter radius corners, you need to straighten them up and just let that right rear do all the work, especially in qualifying. So,
but obviously you have to chuck them in there so much. The risk is that it's a very fine line, hey, because if you go too much, because it's got a bit of horsepower, these things, they will spin around. To see these boys actually spin them around a bit.
Absolutely. It's easy to spin around. It's also easy if you're on throttle and you have to correct that. You can overcorrect and you're straight into that outside wall, because you have to be on throttle to obviously get the lap times around here. So I think we're going to see, when it comes side-by-side racing, we're definitely going to see probably a lot more action and a lot more door banging, which unfortunately these cars don't particularly take well to when wheels interlocked, and we might see some barrel rolls. So we might have to have a barrel roll competition for the night and see who wins that.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Special prize.
Who can do the most flips, or like the coolest flips, the coolest, most epic crash up? That would be cool.
Yeah, we might have to do that at the end of the night and see who gets the prize for that one. But Glenn McLeod there finishes his qualifying in P9 with an 11.30. That is qualifying done, and it looks like Sean Stevens is going to get pole again. Off memory from round 1, he's our round 1 winner, so he's having a good championship so far.
He is actually. He's got some serious pace in his cars, doesn't he? this is our heat 1, guys.
So we've got 8 in a grid, so we're going to have 3 grids if my math is correct. 8 times 3 is 24, I believe. So off pole position, Sean Stevens. Second, Brent Hobbs. Third, Daniel Weaver. Fourth, Matt Bailey. 5, Travis Parrott. P6, Craig Platter. P7, Tyler Sheff. And P8, our own from SRW, Andrew Cowan, racing out of Performance Sim Racing tonight.
Let's go, Cowie! Come on, son. Get in there.
Honestly, the 8th position, I wouldn't be opposed to starting in with a short action pack. These guys will be fighting, because no matter what, you'll make B main, so these guys will be fighting all out to try and get top 4 positions to go through to your A main straight away. So let the guys in front do the work in the crash, and you just take the reaps and the rewards.
And as we both know, and as we all know, Tyler Sheaf's got some serious space in these cars as well. So he's sitting at the back of the grid there. So Cowie's just in front of him. So he's out qualified Tyler Sheaf there. So if he might have a bit of hidden pace here, Cowie.
Yeah, these guys are about to go green. Sean's taking them to the line, and they're away. And Sean's got the inside run. He's gonna try and push him up, but it's actually Brent Hobbs around the outside, side by side. These guys up the front with Matt Bailey sending it on the inside. Brent Hobbs is going to try that high line, I reckon, the whole way around here, but it looks like the middle line's got the grip. Oh!
That was Daniel Weaver.
Around. Oh, it's Daniel Weaver, sorry, my bad. He's around. That is...
And Tyler Sheaf off as well.
That's a bent. Oh, that's... As I said, Andrew's gone from 8th to 5th by staying at the back. But it's a very unfortunate accident there. It looks like he just went in a bit too hot and clipped the rear of Matt Bailey and around Daniel Weaver, Craig Platter, and I think Tyler Sheff was just an innocent bystander in that one, unfortunately. But that's Daniel and Tyler through to the B main as they're both towed to pit, so they won't make it back on track. So we've got 4 laps to go here, and Sean Stevens doing the exact same thing he did in round 1 and just keeping that nice consistent lead. Brent Hobbs is trying to chase down Matt Bailey, but they're all doing 11.2s at the moment, so they're not really gaining or losing anything.
Who's that? Having a bit of trouble?
Oh,
just getting out of the way, boys.
Yeah, I think that's Craig just letting them go on the straight there, being courteous to them. Looks like Cowie is 3 seconds behind P4, so it doesn't look like he's going to be able to catch him without some luck as we enter the final lap. Sean Stevens coming around turn 3 and 4. There's Cowie in 5th position. So through there from the first main, you'll have Sean Stevens, Matt Bailey, Brent Hobbs and Travis Parrott going straight through to your A main. Andrew Cowan, Craig Platter, Daniel Weaver, Tyler Sheff through to your B main.
Very nice. See if we can get the results up. Look at that.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunately for those bottom 3 all getting caught up in an incident. And Cowie got the rewards as I was mentioning, but he just didn't quite get it up to 4th position. So he'll be starting near the front for the B main. So that bodes still decent chance. He's still got a good chance to potentially make that A main later on. As we head into heat number 2 here, off pole position, you've got Braden Miller, P2 Nick Ryan out of 98 car, P3 the number 12 of Jason Crawford, number 4, out of 4th position. The number 11 of Jake Edwards for Whitey Spies Racing. Number 5, out of P5, 28, Brady Donald. P6 is the 76 of Luke Johnson. P7 is the 50 of Adam Gardner. And P8 is number 10 of Michael Locke. So another good spread out here. It's Jake currently on the transfer in 4th position. So he'll be looking to keep that position. But as we saw in that last one, Toddy, anything can happen when people get into an incident.
Oh, most definitely, hey, and that's the beauty of these short little heats at the start. There's lots of action, and then the action even heats up even more with the last race because it changes the track so much.
Absolutely, they're away, and Jake's got a really good start there on the outside. I think he's going to get a good run, and he's into the 3rd position. That's Adam Gardner, Jason Crawford, that's spun off into the infield, so he's going to have a tough recovery here with only 8 laps in this race. But that's Braden Miller up into P1, followed by Nick Ryan. They keep their starting positions. Jake has gained 1, Luke's gained 1. Yeah, anything can happen, as you say, in a heat race. They go all out because they don't have to pay the damage bill, and they're all trying to get that 4th position for the transfer.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, they're just trying to hook it as fast as they can, aren't they? which does even more to the track, you know. If these guys are if we had 3 longer races here, you know, it'd probably do less of the track than what you guys just absolutely hooking it hard for quite a few laps, you know.
Exactly. If you had 350 lap races here, this track would be so slick by the end of it.
Oh yeah.
That I think everyone would spin no matter what line you're going on.
Yeah.
So it's good. We're on lap 6 out of 8 now, and it looks like Jason Crawford in P7 has made up one position. He is the fastest car on track, but I think he's just going to run out of time here, unfortunately. So he'll be transferring through to the B main unless he gets some good luck here in the last couple of laps. But looks like they've all pretty settled in this race. Actually, it's pretty tame. One little spin, but they're all just in their groove and just driving it.
Yeah, loving it. They're just. It's a lot more less chaotic than last week. Yeah, I think these guys are just a bit more used to driving circuits with an actual wall around it rather than the other way around. But obviously it's one of your favourite tracks. It might be a lot of these guys' favourite tracks as well, you know. So.
Yeah, exactly, and that's that is our race done and dusted there for heat number 2. So out of that, you'll have.
Let me get your results up.
We'll get these results up if we can, and we'll tell you who's going through to that A main.
Come on. Oh, we're already gritting.
If SDK wants to play ball.
It's not. It's not wanting to. I apologise.
We got off. Remember, it was Jake Edwards in 3rd and 3 other drivers.
Yep. Sorry. Yeah, just because the heats go so quickly in between them, it doesn't give SDK enough time to kind of think about it, and then it wipes it before I can get it back. So, apologies, guys. There. So, we'll try to keep up with it as much as we can.
Yeah, you can't do much if technology doesn't play ball, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, but you know, we can try our best. Try and get around these things.
Exactly. So we're in our last heat here, guys, for the night, and then we'll be into our Constellation and our A main. So off the pole position, we'll see if we can get this grid up so everyone can see as I read. Come
on, SDK, don't do this to us now. You've been so good up until now, SDK. Come on, baby. Apologies.
That's all good. It's out of the pole position, you got Nathan Allen, followed by Matty Jones, Glenn McLeod, Blaine Densley, Justin Wright, Jason Burke, Greg Johnston, and Sam Tucker as they go green. And Glenn is on the high line. He's driven around 3 cars on the opening lap. He is on it here. As Blaine's coming down for the inside as well, inside line, he's going to take it from P4 to P1 in the space of a lap. He is on it tonight.
Absolutely smoking it, isn't he?
He's riding that high line as well, and that's what this is all about. Minimal input, keep the throttle, keep the momentum up, and you can see he's running away with it. That is impressive there from Blaine. I'd say he's going to be one to watch tonight.
Sorry, SDK's doing some strange things.
It is all good. 11-2, so he's 2 tenths quicker than anyone so far, so he's definitely one to watch, I think, for the A main. He's going to be starting off the 3rd row if he makes this through, so it's going to be a good feature, I reckon, here. But we've got Nathan Allen in P2, who sort of looks like he's bottlenecking up Matty Jones and Glenn McLeod here. So Matty Jones is going for the low line. He's going to send it down, leave enough room, and Nathan gets that high line momentum. And it's actually going to leave him vulnerable to Glenn, who's going to try and go on the inside. He's going to hold that outside, and I think he's going to take a slightly tighter line there. Oh, Matty's into the wall. He's forced down low. He's over-rotated, and that allows Glenn to go through, but he's going to be lucky if he can hold on to that 4th position. That's all he needs. They're on the last lap, and he's going to hold that last transfer slot. So we're going to have Blaine Desley, Nathan J. Allen, Glenn McLeod, and Matty Jones go through from Heat 3 into the A main. That was an amazing start by Blaine there.
Absolutely smoked that start, didn't he?
Absolutely. He went high around everyone else and then cut to the inside. That was very impressive there.
Seems SDK's
having a moment.
Having a moment. So let's stay positive. Very good. Very good. Fantastic racing. I'm loving the dirt racing. I'm thinking I might try and jump in a bit more. What are the big differences between the 360 and the 410? Is it a 410? Is it?
Yeah, so a big thing is the 410 has way more power. So in a track like this, in order to make the 410 work, you'd have to pretty much run the high line for the majority of the race, because if you run the low line with the amount of power you'll have, your front wheels will not be on the ground, and you'll be not be steering the car. So a lot of it is just straight power. When we later in the year, when we go to tracks like I-55 or even Lanier, for example, the amount of speed difference, you'll probably be going 40-50 k's fast down a straight
Really?
in a 410. Yeah, they are insane.
Wow. So it's a lot harder to. Do you less throw them because it's got more horsepower and it's more spinny boys, or is it throw it even more?
A lot of it just comes down to dependent on setup, because you can set these up quite nicely that it is with your steering offset and camber and everything that you just need a little bit of a turn on certain tracks. But at a track like Lima Land, where it's quite short track and tight, you'd sort of want to just ride that top wall and put your right rear as close as you can to that and just keep your foot planted. There's a lot more. It's a lot more throttle modulating you need, because you need to make sure the wheel doesn't spin but still be at that traction threshold.
I see.
To get the speed. So
yeah, because I did notice that when I was driving a couple of these ones, is that you're gonna kind of hook it, and then as soon as you get that sweet spot, and it's kind of almost spinning around, but it's full sideways. That's kind of, and then you just kind of modulate the throttle from there. They're really fun, man. That's why just going back out to those guys out there who race these things in real life. We'd love a go in any one of them, you know.
Yeah, my local track, it's mainly midgets, and those things are fun. I've driven one of those before.
Oh,
and that's a little car on steroids.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I've seen the sprint cars go around and the modifieds for those that are in New Zealand. But these things are just nuts, especially when you've got like this track where you've got a concrete wall, which is not fun when you hit it.
No, 100%.
150 odd k's an hour on dirt.
But I'm sure it's a bit nicer than coming off the side of the track and then into trees like we did last week. So,
I mean, that's true. Yeah, that is true.
You know, I think a little wall will. You never know. They're both going to hurt, aren't they?
Oh yeah. So it looks like tonight there is no B main. We're straight into an A main tonight with 24 cars on the grid. So we've got Sean Stevens, Braden Miller, Lane Desley, Matt Bailey, Nick Ryan, Nathan Allen, Brent Hobbs, Jake Edwards, Glenn McLeod, and Travis Patt as your top 10.
Here we go.
Hey, there we go.
SDK is
Luke
back
Johnson,
with us.
P11, Matty Jones in P12. We got Mr. Andrew Cowie in 13. Brady Donald 14, Jason Burke 15, and we're off onto the green flag, and it looks like Sean's going to take the low line, but Brady's going to have that momentum on the outside, and Blaine's going 3 wide in the middle there for second position. This is crazy stuff off the start. The track is already quite slick in the middle there, but Blaine's making that high line work, and that's where these cars are going to be for most of this race. Looks like there's a bottle up in the middle there. They're 3 wide again going down the back straight, so you can see the low line drivers and the high line, they're all over the track. So if these guys stay green for 30 laps here, it's and lap traffic becomes a factor, I think we're in for a real treat in terms of the amount of chaos we're going to see in these dying laps.
Oh, most definitely. Well, you can already see it's quite slick down the bottom there, right in the middle there. It's already a lot slicker than when we started. Wow, hey.
Yeah, it looks like that midline's got a little bit of grip, but the top guys are just pulling away consistently. It looks like that top line's the way to go.
Yellow flag. We've got a yellow flag just heard over the radio. Yep, what's happened there?
Backwards.
So we've got
Nathan J. Allen backwards and 2 in the wall up there.
Let's have a look at that. Let's go back and have a look at that. That's Nathan Allen. Nathan Allen seems to have started by the look of SDK, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, we'll go.
Sorry, why is it on him? Why? Apologies, guys.
So, there's a car on its roof. That's not pretty.
Just so much.
That's the aftermath. And it looks like Sean Stevens, the leader, got caught up in that.
Okay.
Because he's dropped from 1st to 7th there. So we're on board. He's on the outside. Can't quite.
83.
83. He's running up high. Got the 85 below him.
Oh,
Oh, Jake
he had
Edwards
nowhere
in
to
the 11th
go.
into the wall and then rear-ended. And I think from there it's just everyone's piled in
It's just,
after that on the secondary
I think
incident.
it might have been his re-entry here. It might have been a bit sketch as well there. Yeah, that's what it
I
looks
know
like.
there's already
Oh,
cars on the wall up there. But I think
yeah.
that's Andrew Cowan. So it looks like there's a secondary incident, and the leader just there, as you see, Sean Stevens got caught into it.
This is Cowie.
So
Oh,
Cowie's been rear-ended there
oh, is it?
as he comes into the next corner. It looks like he's got right front damage there already.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
definitely fighting
he's
him.
struggling to fight that, and I think you'll find he's just going to go into the wall here. Oh, nope, there's another
Oh,
car.
boom. He had
Oh,
absolutely nowhere to go.
that is
Oh,
unfortunate.
if that car wasn't damaged before, it's definitely damaged now. Oh, Michael
Yeah,
Locke had nowhere to go as well. Mick Locke.
and
So we'll
Sean
go back to
Stevens.
the live action, I think, see what's going on with this. They might be back on, back and go. No, they're still under safety car conditions.
I think they'll be going green. I think they're going to be going green here any second.
So, we've got... Oh,
So Cowie's had to park it, unfortunately. He said in Racing Comms that his car is not steering. So he's out for the night, unfortunately.
oh, that sucks. That's I had nowhere to go. Unfortunately, that wasn't. It's always a bit of a consolation prize when you know it wasn't really your fault. You know, you just got caught up in it, and it
Yeah,
sucks
it's
still.
never
But
fun.
you know, it's never fun. It still sucks, but you know,
Yeah.
it's a bit better than doing something really stupid yourself and spinning it and then ruining your own race. Eh?
Oh, exactly. Yeah, you sort of feel a little bit better when you don't. But these guys got 1 to green here, so they'll be going green any moment. So it looks like at the end of that, my overlays are playing up in terms of who's leading, but that'll correct itself once we go green due to the
Blake
safety car. And,
Blaine Densley, Nick Ryan, and then Braden Miller looks like it was our top 3 there.
and they're off. Blaine's gone early. He's turned down and he's got a lead. And slide job. He's into the wall. They're 4 wide for second position. Oh, this is crazy. We've got Sean Stevens fighting his way back after being caught up in the end of that incident. We've got Nick
Yellow
Ryan.
flag again.
Oh, what's caused it this time, boys? We'll see what we can see. I believe
With all this
that
action, I might
is
just have to leave it
Tyler
on the old
Sheaf.
chopper cam so we can try and capture it all. Wow.
I believe that was Tyler
That-
Sheaf spinning out in turn 2 and 3. And
Okay,
that has
Sam
brought out
Tucker.
the local yellow.
Seems look. I think it's Sam Tucker that's had a bit of a moment, mate. Let me just let SCK catch up. But I think the chain reaction, yes, was started by Tyler Sheaf. You are right.
Tyler's gone on the high. He's just below the cushion, as they call it, and I think he's just going to over-rotate the exit here. Oh,
He's just hit.
it.
Oh,
What's he done?
he was kind of in between 2 lines there.
yeah,
Oh,
he's
he
been
couldn't break
checked
it
there.
up.
He got checked up, and he had absolutely
Yeah.
nowhere to go again.
Damn it.
The 27 checking up mid-corner. Nathan Allen is lucky just to not be caught up in another incident as well. It looks like they're all going to be able to continue though, so no harm, no foul. Just a little bit of track position loss for a few guys there.
Yeah. Should be good. Oh, Tyler Sheaf, that would be gutting for him. He was on the push as well, wasn't he? Oh,
Yeah, he had gained a few positions, but yeah.
we're back on green flag.
Looks like Blaine's got another good start here, and Nick Ryan is trying to go high, but Blaine's just got that line. See how close he is to the wall the whole way around. It's he's on it. He knows what he's doing in this car.
Most definitely.
So,
Oh, yellow flag again. We have yellow flag out once again. That was Blaine. No, that was not. Said it was Blaine Densley. But that's not right because he was still out in front, leading our pack there. So just bear with us. Might be the old Braden Miller here, I think.
we'll have a look. See. So Braden Miller's gone low. He's trying to.
Oof. Oh, seems all safe there. Oh, let's see re-entry there.
Oh, there we
Hello.
go. There's the car up the top there that's in the wall that I think has
Okay.
caused that.
That is Adam Gardner. Well, look at that one. Yeah, it was.
Overlook Chris Adams on the low line.
Thank you very much to DSL Welding Services for the action replay. Also. What's he done there?
Oh, he's needs to be collected.
Yeah.
He's just being collected, unfortunately, there. And Nathan Allen.
That's what started
crash.
that whole chain reaction. There.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
I think in all 3 cautions, Nathan Allen has been caught up in one way, shape, or another, and Adam almost rolls it there. So it looks like these guys are going to go green very shortly. Is the safety guy going to pull in? Oh no, it looks like there's still a couple laps here to green. So we're actually only on lap 9 of 30, so a long way left in this race yet. A very long way, not even 1/3 of the way yet.
A lot of laps. That's a lot more safety cars. What are we on now? 3 safety cars now?
I believe so, 3 or 4.
Well, should we have a bet on safety cars tonight then?
Oh, I'm gonna say 6. I'm gonna say we're gonna have 6 by the end of this.
Alright, sweet. Okay, 6. I was gonna say 5, so I'll say 5. That doesn't leave many though for me, does it?
No, hopefully it doesn't reach table figures.
Yeah.
Or else it looks like Sam Tucker's just been given his wave around. So it looks like they're gonna go. Adam Gardner's just getting his wave around now as well. So they're just going to sort out the grid here, and I say they're going to go green next lap around.
Here we go. Hopefully we'll get a few more laps for a safety car this time.
Yeah, we should do it. These guys they're still filling out the track. The track's still slicking up, so people will be losing a bit of grip in that right rear. But you've obviously got these guys up the front that are super experienced, but obviously we've still got people down the back that are learning. So it's one of the joys of SRW. We welcome anyone with any experience in, and it's all about the learning phase. You got to learn how to drive the cars, drive the tracks. And as the season goes on, people will get better.
Most definitely, most definitely. And as we've seen, you know, as we've seen in other series as well, with all these drivers, these guys that have come through the ranks, and we're in season 3 now with SRW, and you've really seen some real improvement highlights, and it's been really awesome to watch these guys grow, to be honest. So well done to all the drivers out there too.
Absolutely. And we're away again with Braden getting a really good start there. We've got Sean Stevens who's running the low line. Oh, Bladen's on the wall. That's not ideal. That car's not going to like it. We can see how close they have to get in order to keep that speed up. So the high line is the way to go now.
We got Jake Edwards with a bit of a crash here.
Oh, not Jake. Not the Whitey's Pie.
Oh no. He's done some serious damage to that Whitey's Pie car.
That's
I might have to try one of these Whitey's Pies now you said it.
I'm going to say he's going to roll the car. Oh, he's over-rotated. Is he going to hit the inside tyre? No, he's missed that. Come on, Jake. What are you going to do here? You're going to collect someone.
He tried to get it out, and Tyler got wrong. Oh, no. He was trying to get grip and get out of the way, but he just couldn't, could he?
Oh,
just
Jake,
a passenger by then.
Just overcooked the entry there a little bit, and yep, that car's done.
Ouchies. I mean, you can see how quickly you're. We're not going green, guys. We're not going green, apparently. Just heard off over the radio. So I'm not sure what's going on there. We're not going green yet.
Our race controller, Brett's just extended the caution just to make people get into the right order. It looks like iRacing's putting people a lap down when they shouldn't be, unfortunately.
Oh, I see.
So he's just going to get that sorted out real quick. And yeah, so it should be sorted in about 3 or 4 laps.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, my screen.
Oh, that's a look at that. Look at that. Let's have a look at the racing lines. See what these racing lines are looking like too, versus suspension, etc. Guys, it's definitely getting to that halfway point. It's definitely getting a bit shinier, isn't it?
Yeah, you can definitely see there in the middle that it's there's not a lot of grip there. So the grip's definitely up super high on the against the wall where you see these leaders running. Oh, excuse me, but also as we saw Blaine there on the restart, it's quite easy to overdo it and you ride that wall around, and then the way the adjacent angle that the pit wall's at, if you ride the wall too much, you'll flip your car when you ride that. So it's I think we're still on for a lot of action here tonight.
I want to see some cars flying in the air, to be honest.
Yeah, guys, we should tell them over comms that there's a prize for it.
Yeah, there's a prize for that, and yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
But yeah, all these caution laps do not count towards the 30 laps as well. So hopefully there's enough fuel in these cars as well, and people have allowed for that.
True. So we did see that last week, didn't we?
Yeah, so that could be another thing. So still got 19 laps to go, not even halfway through at the moment.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, with these short heat races that doesn't give you the kind of practice to think about, you know. You don't have to think about fuel and tyres and all the rest of it, those first heat races and stuff. It's this last one that you do, so it can kind of catch you off guard if you end up catching too many safety cars, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Well, it looks like they're going to go single file restart here after... And I think that's a smart move by the race control, to be honest, after the amount of cautions we've had to make it a single file restart. There's less chance of any chaos happening as well.
Yeah, fair enough too, eh?
And they're off. They're going green this lap, and they are racing away off the line. This is an awesome shot to show the sort of angles that they're going. Craig's slightly over-rotated there through 2 and 3. Sorry, 1 and 2, but he's right on that cushion down the bottom, 3 and 4. I think he's got Nick Ryan on his high side on the 98 in the red car, just there as you can see him. So he's being forced and pinched down here at the moment, which is probably not what he wants to do. He wants to try and get to that high line. He doesn't quite have the angle there. Nick's right up against the point. He's cleared him now, and Craig's got Brent Hobbs a couple of positions, tenths behind him. But he's still being pretty persistent with that low line. Nick's into the wall there with his right rear, and as you can see, these top guys, Jake Edwards there just getting out of the way as well. But Sean Stevens has made his way back to P3 after that incident earlier, pushing him down to P8. So he's on a bit of a charge back as well, as he's splitting the cars.
Great shots, had some pull on the anchors.
That is not ideal, but obviously in dirt ovals there are no such thing as blue flags, so the lap cars do not have to get out of your way. So that's going to make it a lot harder for when these leaders have to come through. As Blaine looks like he's doing a pretty good job. Nick Ryan is all over the back of Sean here, looking for the tighter line and exit with more drive out of 1 and 2, coming into 3 and 4. They're both riding that high line right around the track. And Nick's going to go to the inside here. He's going to try to come through, but that high line's just got too much momentum. There's always the car spinning. I think that's Tyler Sheaf coming down into the infield and bringing out the yellow flag.
Tyler Sheaf has had another moment there. Oh, look at this.
We'll go back with the DSL Welding Services replay if we can and see what's happened to Tyler. It looked like he just 100%. Did it by himself, but he could also be recovering from an incident potentially. He's just tracking that nice high line here. He's got car on his outside coming through, and he's just overcorrecting.
What was this overcorrection? Was it looked like his rear tire just hit a bit of something? Then, yeah, okay.
Possibly got a bit of grip, and his front wheels would have come off the ground a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's and knocked the camber out as well. So there's a good chance that it's just a broken car. They're just trying to wound around and sort of just limp around to get the finish and get his points. But yeah, it's not going to do that car any good, unfortunately. The car is pretty broken. By the way.
Look at that top wing. Is there a different name for that kind of sprint car top wing, or is it just a wing still?
There's just winged and non-winged.
Oh, okay. And
non-winged 410 sprint cars are the craziest thing you'll ever drive.
Well,
in my
opinion.
Insane. No downforce. And
there we go, green flag. Blaine Densley with a great start once again.
Yeah, Nick's riding that wall. He's riding too much. He's going to lose 2 positions to the low line. If he doesn't get that momentum back up, he's going to lose it. He's trying to go around the outside of Craig Plater here, but Craig's blocked him off. And what have we got down on the inside there? That's sorry, I'm just losing my position. It's Brent Hobbs there. He's trying to fight as well. So these guys are going 3 wide. Craig's really hugging that inside line with Matt Bailey in the middle and Nick Ryan trying to go under yellow again here, guys.
Oh, under yellow again, guys. Who was that? So, SDK hasn't even picked up that one, but I think it might have been Jason Crawford there. Let's just have a look. Yeah, he's just pulled himself back into the pit, so I think that might have been what's happened now. Thank you very much to DSL Welding Services for this action replay.
Looks like the car in front's over rotating, going to collect. Oh, he's going to have to. He's got nowhere to go.
That was. He didn't even see it coming either. Just
not at the speed these guys. And then bang.
Oh, look at that wheel just flopping on the side. That left front just flopping. Oh, I think
that's currently winning the barrel roll prize.
Oh, he's going to land on the wheels. Oh, almost on the wheels too. That was almost Great Theft Auto styles.
I think that's going to be hard to beat, guys, with only 8 laps left. I think Jason might get crash of the night.
I think he might. That was actually quite cool. Quite good in slow motion too. Loving this, guys. Blaine Densley just absolutely he's smoking with the restarts. Like Sean Stevens was smoking with the restarts last week, so yeah, it's good to see.
Yeah, Sean was doing real well as they're going green again. He's gone real early here as well to get that jump, and he has caught Braden Miller napping a little bit there. So we'll see if this creates any action into turns 3 and 4 here. They're under caution again. Is that just my overlay? No, they're still going.
Still going now. Oh, they're under yellow flag again.
That's Braden Miller in the wall. And they are. Looks like Travis has had a bit of an accident here.
It's actually Jason.
Oh, is it Jason Burke? Jason Burke's going to cause the yellow potentially here. Again, running that mid-line, which is probably the slickest part of the track. And he's going to get collected by the high car. I think he's going to, come down and unfortunately get caught up with Matty Jones here. Is anyone going to collect him? Nathan Allen again. Unfortunately, in another innocent bystander crash. I think that's, if you're going to pick the unluckiest driver of the night, that has to go to Nathan Allen.
Oh, I think that's it does.
4 crashes in the feature that he's been the innocent bystander. It is the nature of the beast, as they say, unfortunately, with dirt racing. You've got limited visibility and you're traveling super fast with very limited grip, but it's, that's definitely unlucky. Must have seen a black cat today.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And I think those ones that you don't really see coming and it's just someone taps your back wheel because you've got no real peripherals in these cars. It's just, all of a sudden you go, yeah, cool, I'm nicely going around this corner and now I'm sky, ground, sky, ground, sky, ground, you know?
Yeah, these guys are going insanely close to these walls as well. This just shows the precision and skill that these front runners are got here. With it looks like Braden Miller's actually got the pace here. He's going to duck to the inside, but just doesn't have that drive down there. I think they're all on the high line now, and Braden's probably going to hope that there are 5 laps to go here, with 4 laps as they cross the start finish line, that they're going to catch lap traffic and hopefully Blaine will get booked up and he can make a move sort of to the inside. But looks like they're keeping it a lot cleaner as they are now approaching the lap traffic. It's got Craig still hugging that low line. He's making it work for him. Brent Hobbs is going to try and go around the outside here with the momentum, and he's trying, but I think he just clipped the wall there slightly and was walked his run on the wall. Here he comes around the outside of Craig Plater. These guys are going hard for that position, but it looks like Craig's unfortunately lost his grip down the bottom there. So Brent Hobbs and Nick Ryan running this high line, really trying to make...
He's getting caught up now, isn't he?
He definitely is. He's got Luke Johnson right behind him, and is he going to stay high? You see, he's kind of committing to that low line.
He does. But doesn't seem to be getting much drive out of the exit, is he?
That is the race one and done, though. So that is... Blaine Densley was your winner tonight, and Braden Miller and Sean in P2 and Sean Stevens into P3. Oof, what a night. A lot of cautions, unfortunately, but still a good lot racing from these guys.
Okay, why isn't it giving me a feature? Here we go. Apologies, guys. There we go.
There we
Thank
go,
you very
boys.
much.
So got Blaine Delaney of Send It Sim Sports P1, Braden Miller P2, Sean P2 for the car 2, works out well. Sean Stevens P3, Matt Bailey P9, Nick Ryan P98. Nick Ryan P5 and car 98. Brent Hobbs P6, Craig Plater P7, Luke Johnson P8, Sam Tucker P9, and I'll let you finish the rest off there, Toddy. I won't hog all of it.
P9, and wrapping up our top 10 is Travis Parrott there in top 10. Top 10 there, Justin Wright in 11th position. Nathan Allen having the worst luck of the night tonight, unfortunately for him. Nathan Allen just being in the wrong place at the wrong time all night, hasn't he? Unfortunately. Adam Gardner in the 13th place there. Greg Johnson in 14th. Jason Burke in 15th. Matty Jones got caught up there as well, so not the best, unfortunate, not the best luck for him tonight either. Matty Jones, Jason Crawford down in 17th, Daniel Weaver in 18th, Tyler Sheaf in 19th, and Jake Edwards wrapping out at 20, along with our guys that hadn't actually finished in the end was Glenn McLeod and Andrew Cowan. And Brady Donald and Michael Locke wrapping out the top 24 there, the ones that haven't finished there. STK doesn't want to give me the rest of the grid, so apologies. See if we can... Oh no, here we go. Yes, we do. Come on, you know you want to... Yay! Come on, it caught up. Glenn McLeod, as we can see, the last three cars here, Andrew Cowan, Brady Donald and Michael Locke getting caught up a couple of times, and some bad luck there. Cowie spending a bit of time on two wheels and a little bit on his roof, and he's on his side as well, so no fault of his own. So that's wrapped out our race for tonight, guys. So a lot of action, man, eh?
Yeah, it's definitely an action-packed track. Probably a bit more caution than everyone would have wanted, but it's just the nature of this track. It's hard enough to drive by yourself, let alone when you put 24 cars on at the same time. We'll try and get these top three in for interviews as well, guys, so bear with us for a couple of seconds as we drag in. We'll bring in P3 first here of Sean Stevens, so give me 1 second. Sean, welcome. P3, man, congrats.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pretty good first 3 rounds for you there, winning the first round and then another podium tonight.
Yeah, I slipped up last week at Lernerville there. My foot slipped off the throttle on the green, and caused a bit of an incident there, I think. So, it is what it is. You move on to the next one, and tonight's a podium. So, she was a good run.
Yeah, we'll just we'll call that one a mechanical failure. But first from your race, how was the track? Did it get quite slick there at the end?
No, it wasn't too bad actually. I thought it was quite good. I just thought the bottom would have come in a bit more than it did, but I seen that Blaine and Braden were hitting that high line pretty good and getting a run on me. So I decided to go up there and stick it up there and try and stay up there. They pulled away. They were hitting their marks good. So well done to them too. And
Oh, awesome. You'll be right up there in the championship now with I think 6 more weeks to go. So best of luck for obviously those rounds. Is there any sponsors you want to give a shout out to tonight?
Yeah, definitely just all the boys at Wyobi, PPS, and all the sponsors on the car. And shout out to you guys for putting on the broadcast, and well done, Miller and Densley. You've done well.
Awesome, man. Well, hopefully we'll see you back here in a few more interviews over the next few weeks. So best of luck for the future rounds, and we'll hopefully see you back.
Cheers, guys.
So bringing our second place now of Braden Miller. Hey, Braden, welcome to the podium. Congrats on your P2 tonight.
Thanks, mate. Happy to be here.
How was the race from your perspective? How was the track, and sort of how was the chaos of the 30 laps around Limerland?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, buddy. Race control won't they keep tonight, buddy. Fair few yellows, obviously, but it would have been good to sort of race it out a bit more, and just few less yellows sort of brings on a bit more racing, I guess, brings in more lappers. So, make you start changing up your lines and stuff. But it is what it is, and I think we still put on a pretty good show.
Yeah, it was a good action pack from the broadcast. You guys put on some good racing. Pretty much driving against that wall for most of the night up there on the high line. Was that just preferred line, or is that just the way the track sort of evolved?
I'd seen Sean on the bottom there at the start of the race. It looked like there was still like a lane worth of grip down there as well. I went down there and passed a couple of cars just to sort of get my spot back. But yeah, it sort of, it wore away, and then the top was just, it was so quick, but it was obviously really, really treacherous. Blaine got into it a couple of times, and he's obviously pretty lucky to sort of hang on to it, and obviously not damage his car, and obviously a big congrats to him. And this is his first league win, so I bet you he's stoked, and all the best to him.
Awesome, man. Any sponsors you want to give a shout out to tonight before we track you back?
Yeah, definitely. You guys for putting on the broadcast. Brett at Race Control, all the guys at SRW. And yeah, we got Brent Hobbs, Hodgson and Boren. He was in the race too. I don't know where he finished, but we got him. Blaine, who does the paints, he won the race with 27 Designs. Clayton at CD Syntography, and Alex at ABR Setup Shop.
Awesome, man. Still got 6 more weeks left in this season, so hopefully in the next sort of few weeks we'll see you back here and over the rest of the races. So best of luck for those. And we'll hopefully see you back.
Yeah, be good to speak to you again.
Sweet. Catch you later, man.
Thanks, mate.
Alright, and tonight our race winner, Blaine Delaney. We'll bring him in now for a chat. Blaine, round 3 winner. How does it feel, man?
Really good, man. I've had so many podiums lately leading up to my first league win, and I've finally done it. And I had to do it from pretty deep in the field too, so it feels pretty good.
Yeah, I saw in your heat as well. You jumped from 4th to 1st in a lap with some epic passing and lane choices. So that was awesome to see, and obviously you just continued that into the feature there. From your perspective, how was the race? Sort of, how was the track evolving as you went along?
Yeah, I completely missed it in qualifying. I just tried to get too greedy with running the bottom and just kind of got loose and didn't nearly spin out, but got way too sideways and lost all my forward bite. So had a slow lap, but yeah, starting from 4th in that heat race, I was lucky that I was one of the later heat races because the track had sort of worn out a bit from the bottom, and I was able to rip that top line and get around some cars, and yeah, thankfully got the win there, which gave me a good starting spot for the feature.
Oh, it's congrats on your first league win. Hopefully we'll see you back here for more throughout the next 6 weeks, and you can add to that tally by the end of the season. But any sponsors you want to give a shout out to tonight from your team?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my personal racing sponsors, B&B Retaining Walls and Helmart Design, and also my own 27 custom graphics and all my awesome customers on here that get me to do their paints.
Awesome, man. Well, there's 6 weeks left in the season, so hopefully we'll see you back here for more, and you can add to that win tally.
Hopefully. Sounds good.
All good. Wow, what a night, Todd.
I know. I think we might need to ask. I might need to ask Blaine on the side there. What's the secret to his lightning restarts? Because I was just going back through these restarts. We had quite a few yellow flags as you saw tonight, but his restarts every time were lightning, man. He got 4 or 5 car lengths on the restart to these guys, and that's what was his real advantage tonight. So I didn't want to ask the question on stream, just don't want to give all these secrets away, but I might go aside and ask him the little question there. What do you think it would be? Was it just timing, or?
I think a couple of them I definitely saw he just went early. Just squared it up and went real early, and obviously with his teammate behind him, he may have actually just said they may have potentially had a bit of team orders in there to give Blaine his first win, but I'd say he caught them napping. He changed it up. He went early, he went late, sort of went mid. He made good alterations on that with the sort of 4 to 5 restarts we had. So if you keep changing it up, it'll keep people guessing, and you won't have the P2 sort of person know exactly what you do.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, he restarted on the low line and then jumped up to the high line. That was on the second restart. Oh, I see. And every restart, he kept them guessing. I see. That's quite clever. The more I'm watching this dirt,
on their toes.
Yeah, the more I'm watching this dirt, the more it is. It's a lot like NASCAR and things like that as well. It's a lot more like it's the chess of motorsport, almost oval racing, isn't it?
Pretty much, especially when you're up the front and you've got to more or less defend and hit your marks as well. Where obviously, if you're behind, you can just sort of send it, and you're obviously driving to what the other cars do as well. So it's definitely a lot of mentality side of things, and obviously also knowing what the track does and what these cars does helps a lot as well. Which looks like these guys have a good grip on it.
Yeah, lots of fun tonight. So please join us again next week for the 360 Sprintcars series as well for round 4. Should be a fantastic race, going around, turning left once again in the dirt, which will be fantastic. So thank you very much to DSL Welding Services for the major sponsor for our Sprint Car series tonight. Pagny Advanced Simulations, Pagny and Imports, for our stream sponsor. And also big shout out to our crew and also the safety car promo department also for all your hard work and race control, etc., etc. Thank you very much for everybody. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Thank you very much to everybody out there viewing tonight. Make sure you come back tomorrow night as well for our super show also. It should be lots of fun. So signing out from myself and Chef Toddy and Mr. Stefan McCartan. Much love and keep safe, legends.